Hello, hockey fans. You're probably wondering where Holly is tonight. Well, for the first time ever, we're bringing to you pre-game interviews. Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm Meg O'Brien, and I'm here with Coach Goydich. Coach, in 2001, you broke Kevin Billett's 34-year-old record of 101 career assists, earning yourself Ed Simonson's Award of Most Career Assists. Do you remember what that moment was like?
Actually, I don't. It was the last couple games of the season, and I know it came to my attention in my last game against Naval Academy. We were playing the Naval Academy in our playoffs in the ECHA, and I had 2 assists in that game, and it was told to me a couple weeks after that I had broken the award. So it was pretty ecstatic. You know, to go on annuals of Rutgers hockey as far as holding the most career assists is pretty wild. So that's all I can remember from the moment, but it's great to have it.
Tonight it is quite possible that your very own player, Jason Adams, will pass your career high assist record. What is it like to not only have your record broken, but to also be coaching the player who will possibly break it?
It's great. You know, records are meant to be broken, especially if it's a testament to where our program has gone the past couple of years. You're supposed to have players break records, and it's just a great sign of what's to come for this team and the organization to have those records broken. So, you know, hats off to Jay if he can actually do it. But you know, it's great though, because again, it shows a sign of the type of players that you have in your locker room, and the program's heading in the right direction. So, it's great to see.
In the 2007-2008 season, you won the NECHL Coach of the Year award. What do you think you did differently that season that you're doing this season, or do you think you're doing the same things?
Basically, everything remained the same. Same coaching style, same system-based stuff. Now that we've incorporated more talented players into the lineup, our recruiting scheme has changed. We have a lot more junior players in our program. Basically, taking those tidbits that worked in 2007 and incorporating them now into our system. Basically, coaching's been the same. It's just incorporating more intense practices, as some guys would attest to this past Tuesday. But you know, nothing's really changed. But just moving forward with better, talented players that we have. So.
Tonight you go against the Binghamton Bearcats, who are 5-3-1 and ranked higher than last week's team, Ithaca. How do you feel about your confidence level with the team for tonight?
Well, you know, Binghamton comes into this year, you know, they're struggling of late, looking at latest statistics and standings, but 2 years ago they had our number. They beat us in the NECHL playoffs, so anytime we play against a team like Binghamton, we always want to prove ourselves, but we can't slip up. You know, this league has teams rather that, you know, when you look at the teams going to a national tournament with the automatic bid for regular season champions, we can't slip up. You know, every game is so important. You know, you always want to get those 2 points every game. So Binghamton's going to put up a fight like normal. So we got to be ready to go and not deviate away from our plan.
What teams do you have ahead in your schedule that you think it's critical that you beat?
Well, as a coach or as a player, you know, we don't like to look beyond what we have in front of us for the weekend, but looking at the standings right now, you know, Cornell, even Oswego, who we beat last week or 2 weekends ago, and my God, I'm blanking right now. Cornell's a big one right now, but also Syracuse, who put up a fight last year. Those 2 teams right now are promising in the league, but again, we cannot go past what we have in front of us for the weekend. Game by game, it's so important, and each practice and each week is curtailed to that team that we're facing. So it's definitely a big weekend for us to come away to this weekend. So.
Last game, you had 2 players score their first goals. You had Teddy Udelsman and Brian Waniger. Who are some of the other players you see hopefully rising out of the shadows and coming out this season?
Well, the good thing about our recruiting class right now is we have talented newcomers, new players, new freshmen. But the one thing that differentiates them, I think, in years past or in recent years past is their work ethic. They know, they understand their role. They're willing to work with it. But more importantly, they're hard workers. You know, you got Brett Sechrist, you got Ricky Hunt, you got Mike Truska, all these guys that are coming this year wanting to make an impression and an impact. It's anyone's game each night. You know, whoever's in the lineup, I think they all can do it. That's why they're on the team. but more importantly, their work ethic keeps our practices going and our flow in games, whether it be in the third line or fourth line. It doesn't make a difference. They're just in it. They're in it to go. So it could be any one of them each night. So we always hope each night that we have another puck to give out at the end of the game. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this weekend.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me tonight, and good luck later.
Thank you.
I have here today with me Jason Adams, number 24 and captain of the Ice Knights. Jason, last year you not only finished in the top 3 nationally for total assists and top 8 nationally for total points, but you also received the NHCHL Player of the Year award. How do you plan to top those accomplishments this year?
Those accomplishments last year were great individually, but we still came short of our goal team-wise. So my job this year as captain is to make sure our team does better, and individual numbers will follow up accordingly.
Tonight could be a history-breaking night for you, as you are only 2 points away from receiving the Ed Simonson's Award for most career assists. What's going through your mind right now?
It's 3 points away, actually. Nothing. I mean, I can't really worry about it. Eventually it'll break, whether it's tonight, tomorrow, next weekend, or maybe not until several games from now. Just not worry or think about it. Like last weekend, Coach yelled at me for not shooting when I should have instead of passing because I wanted to break it so bad last weekend. But everything will fall into place, hopefully, sooner rather than later.
Coach Goidich, our very own, currently holds this record for assists. What's it like to play for someone like him, and do you consider him your mentor?
Yeah, we're pretty close. He's more of a friend and not just a coach. He's helped me become a better person on the ice and off the ice. It means a lot that's his record that I get to beat, because our bond the last couple of years has gotten so close that even after I graduate, we'll still talk, I'm sure, on a daily basis.
Do you think it's important to have a coach like that you can look up to and talk to off the ice?
Yeah, I think so. I think, when you have family problems or whatever, school problems, or any kind of problems, you can go to someone like that, and he knows you the most because he spends the most time with you more than your professor. So it is nice to have someone to go to when you're struggling and you need help.
Speaking of problems, we're told that you currently have bronchitis and that there was a chance you would not be playing today. How do you think you're going to fight through this illness during the game?
I'm not sick now. At least that's what I'm telling myself, so there's no fight. Once you say you're playing, you're going to play. Coach didn't want to play me, but I went head-to-head with him, and he allowed me to play because he said I practiced well last night, so hopefully it won't be an issue. And if I don't play well tonight, I won't play tomorrow because I don't want to put the team at jeopardy, not with 2 crucial games this weekend.
As team captain, do you think that your personal energy level and confidence going into a game affects the team's atmosphere in the locker room and the way the team overall plays?
Yes and no, but I mean, I'm only one guy out of 25, so hopefully not everyone just feeds off of my energy. Hopefully our other guys bring things to the table, and it's a team. I mean, as a captain, I don't like to do a lot of rah-rah stuff because that's not my style. I like other guys to get involved because I feel that's the way it should be. It's not a dictatorship. We're a team, and I feel that everyone needs to be a part of it. You're
a junior this year, correct?
Yes.
Aside from hockey, what are some of your aspirations for the future?
After undergrad, I'm a bio major, so I'm kind of on the pre-med track. I want to take a year off and play professionally in Europe, and then hopefully go to med school and be a doctor in pediatrics. I love kids.
Speaking of kids, the Rutgers program just started with the Are You For Kids Adopt a Child program. What's it like to put 2 of your favorite things together, hockey and hopefully in the future working with children? What's that like putting those 2 things together?
It's awesome. When we had the chance to get involved in the program, I actually mentioned it freshman year, but it didn't come about, and last year I guess people just forgot about it. So this year we're finally able to do it, which is awesome. I mean, kids are in need, and it just makes you realize that how special it is to be able to play a sport and a game and realize that it's supposed to be about fun, not just, wins and losses. I mean, ultimately you want to win as much as you can, but there's bigger things in life than that. and hopefully we can get really close to Ernie. He's the child we're helping, and hopefully we can have a connection with him and make him feel a part of our team.
Well, Jason, thank you so much for talking with me. This is Jess Lentini reporting from ProTech Ponds Ice Hockey Center. I'm here with TJ as he prepares for tonight's game against Binghamton. In the 2010-2011 season, the Ice Knights received a Community Service Award for the effort they demonstrated reaching out in the local community. How did it feel to receive such an honorable award?
Well, that's something we really pride ourselves on, is community service and giving back to everybody and reaching out to everybody who supports us. So it's been important for us to, obviously, to be involved in the community, to adopt a child, to work with March of Dime, all kinds of things that we've done over the last year. So it's always been important for us to do things like that, and we look to continue to do it, especially this year.
And I know you guys worked with March of Dimes last season. What inspired you guys to work with Susan G. Komen for the Cure this season?
This is actually something that's been building for a while. We've wanted to do it for a long time. I mentioned to our club president, Joe Polito, that I think something like this could really work, and he definitely agreed. It was just getting everything together. So our coaches, our parents, our great interns, our teammates, they all came together and really helped us out to make this happen.
A large attendance is expected for tonight's game. Do you think this is going to have an effect on the team's performance?
Yeah, I think it definitely will. We've been a little guilty of having flat starts beginning of the game, so we're looking to use the energy that the crowd's going to have for us tonight and be able to make that translate into our play. So hopefully we can jump out to a couple goal lead and then just keep pounding away at them all night.
And overall, how would you assess the team's play so far this season?
Well, like I said, our record's pretty good. We're 5-2-2. Which is good at this point in the season with the teams we've played in our schedule. So we're going to look to, our play so far has been good, but it has been a little inconsistent. So we want to be able to, take care of opponents in our own division, our conference, and then we go out of conference. We need to be able to prove ourselves on that stage as well. So there have been flashes of good things and flashes of bad things. So we just need to kind of filter out the bad and go with the good and keep that going for the rest of the year.
And rumor has it, as you can see behind us also, that the Ice Knights will be playing in pink uniforms tonight. Mm-hmm. How does the team feel about wearing pink?
It's a special night because we've obviously never in our history worn pink jerseys before. So I think the crowd's going to be pleasantly surprised by it. All of our fans are going to like them. And I think they really turned out great, as you can see behind us. So we're excited to play.
It's going to be a great surprise for the fans, and I'm eager to see how the pink looks on the ice. Good luck tonight, and I look forward to talking to you later in the season.
Right. Thanks, Jess.
I'm here with Coach Goydich as he prepares to lead Rutgers in their game tonight against Binghamton. Let's talk about this season so far. How would you assess the team's overall chemistry this year?
I think the chemistry has been pretty good this year, especially with our new guys coming in. The older guys have welcomed them, and they've really found their role within the team. A bunch of hardworking kids that want to win. So chemistry thus far has been good. On-ice performance, we have spurts of greatness and spurts of might hockey, if you will. But it's coming together slowly but surely. But that's why we look at the long road instead of just a short road. So it's a long season, and we just want to build on each game and each practice we have.
Last night, the Ice Knights defeated Binghamton 6-1. What were the keys in that victory?
The keys to the game, I thought, last night were second period really turned it on. Body contact, moving our feet, quick puck control, something we lacked in the first period. First period, Binghamton came out in their normal fashion, a lot of hitting and a lot of trap zone type of setups. And as the period went on, we just preached what we needed to do for the second and third period. And I thought second and third period we did really well, taking the game back to them, if you will. A lot of body contact, a lot of movement. That's one thing. Once our team gets moving, we're hard to compete with. We have a lot of talented guys out there that can move the puck and really skate pretty quick. So I thought second and third period they did really well. Again, Friday nights for us are tough historically this season, in this short history that we have this season. So it was key second and third to really come out, and they did.
What are your predictions for how tonight's game might play out?
Again, Saturdays have been good to us. I think the guys, after having a Friday night game, that they're more comfortable in the second game on Saturday. But we just have to come out, be ready to go with a lot of hits and a lot of movement with the puck. when we're quick, we're good, and there's no doubting that. But we just got to come out and be ready to go. Obviously, tonight's a special event, and that's one thing that always hinders on my head, as a coach, is that I hope they rise to the occasion. We don't want to have any lapses or embarrassing moments in an important game like this. It's not just about the game, but it's also about what we're playing for tonight. So you always want to have a good outcome. But I think the guys are ready to go, and we should have a good game tonight.
And tonight's an exciting game for the Ice Knights as they host Pink in the Rink, a charity event benefiting breast cancer awareness and Susan G. Komen for the Cure. How does it feel knowing that your team supports such a respected cause?
It's awesome. Ever since last year, even the year before that, our attention with the team has been community-based. Last year, we won the inaugural D1 Community Service Award for the ACHA, which was huge for this program. And each year we always try to help whenever we can, whether it be Mites on Ice, whether it be the cause tonight, whether it be sponsoring a child, that kind of thing. The guys are backing it, and that's where it comes from. It doesn't come from me as a coach or from the staff. It comes directly from the players, which is tremendous. You can't really speak more highly of a team like that wants to help the community out, but also be in touch with the community. And I feel that we've done a great job this year, and going forward, it's definitely a mark to continue with going forward from years to come.
It's a great event you guys have going tonight, and I wish you the best of luck in the game.